Good morning, everybody. I have to go on a little bit of a rant because I am just getting sick and tired of getting treated like crap by all these big shippers and receivers. You know, as a truck driver, I don't know. You know, where we drive all these crazy hours and our sleep patterns are all messed up all the time, and you know, we're away from our families for weeks on end, and which I know it's a career path that we chose, fine, and I'm not claiming to be some kind of American hero or anything like that, but if it wasn't for truck drivers, this whole country would come to a halt, and I would expect to get treated with a little more respect than what these companies are treating us like. I get to these shippers or receivers, and let's say you get there a few hours early, they turn you away. They say, well, you got to come back later, and then there's nowhere to park, and so we got to go 20, 30, 40, 50 miles out of the way to try and find somewhere to park, just to turn right back around and come back. I got to this place at 11 o'clock last night, and my appointment was actually for 8 o'clock yesterday morning, but I had to go help another driver out, so I ran out of hours trying to get here, and so they said, well, we'll call and switch your appointment time. I said, okay. So I got here at 11 o'clock last night and drove through the security, and first of all, they're rude. They don't care about you. They're just, I don't know what the deal is, but, well, you got to go park up on top of the hill there and come back down here at 3 o'clock in the morning. Walk down here at 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, I don't mind walking, but it's a little ways away, and it's 26 degrees outside, and it's snowing, and there's ice. And if I'm going to walk down here at 3 a.m., I expect to get an appointment and a door, because I go to try and get some sleep because I was tired. So I tried to get some sleep, and then I got to interrupt my sleep by getting up and walking down here. And I get down there, and the guy was rude, and he just grabs my envelope and he hands it back to me. He's like, take it out of the envelope, like there's anthrax or something in it. You can't do it yourself. I mean, come on. So I take it out, standing out there in the freezing cold. I give it to him. Finally, he's like, what's your trailer number? I don't know. It's on the bill of lading right there in front of you. Read it. And I wasn't rude to him at all either. I said, I think it's on the envelope in front of you there. I don't know what it is. So he wrote that down. He asked for my phone number. Okay, we'll call you when we got an appointment time. So now I got to walk back up to my truck and now wait longer. Why couldn't you just take my paperwork last night and said, we'll call you when we're ready for you? I just don't understand that. It's just asinine to me. So now I got to wait up and wait for a phone call that could be who knows when to get a door, and then you get to the door, and then you got to either wait for them to come out to your truck, or you got to walk some more into an office, give them the paperwork, you back up to your door, we'll call you when you're done. Okay, so then you lay there, and then you get a phone call an hour later, oh, you have a lumper fee. So now you got to get a check and pay them a lumper fee, and then say, okay, we'll call you then when we're ready, when your paperwork's ready. Then you got another couple hours. So you can sit in a shipper for 8+ hours just waiting to get unloaded and in the whole process. If you have an appointment time, unload me, get me out of there so I can get going. Now my sleep's all out of whack, and now I got to drive another 11 hours or whatever, unsafe. My head's bobbing, trying to stay awake, trying to get this freight delivered on time somewhere else, just so I can go through the whole process again. It just pisses me off. And the whole lumper thing really pisses me off. Why do I have to, as a driver, why do I have to pay you to unload your shit? It should have nothing to do with me. My company should deal with that on the back end or something. You should get to a receiver or a shipper. They should load you or unload you, let you go, and then they can take care of their stuff. I shouldn't have to sit here and deal with all that other stuff when I have other stuff to deal with. You know, the whole lumper thing, and it's you know, the Capstone Logistics basically have the monopoly on the market, and you know they take off 4 pallets and charge you $320. Are you kidding me? But then they won't let you get up there and unload it yourself. And if a company does let you get up there and unload it yourself, they don't pay you the $320. So I just, you know, all these little things are just starting to get to me. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, and it's just irritating that nothing changes. You know, there's 50 other trucks up here. So, like I said, you know, it's cold outside, and I walk down here. There's 20 truckers in line. So you're standing out there freezing cold, trying to, you know, and then guess what? They call everybody at the same time. And so then there's 50 trucks trying to get in there and back it up to docks. And, you know, it's just all crazy. I mean, if you're not a truck driver and you came to one of these places, you'd be like, this is ridiculous. I mean, there's got to be another way to do this. And just getting treated like crap by the people that work here. And I'm not saying it's everybody, but the majority of the companies are the same. And I gotta tell you, when I was with FedEx Custom Critical, it was so much of a different atmosphere because people were happy to see you, they were helpful, they were professional, they were more professional. You know, but with these, it's just like, you're just a truck driver. I don't give a shit. Go park. I'll call you when it's ready. You know, they don't care. They don't care if you've been driving all night. They don't care if you got 3 hours of sleep in, and now I'm going to interrupt your sleep again in an hour just to say, hey, you know, I'll call you when your paperwork's ready. I just don't get it, you know. And you know, this country, I love this country, but you know, there's people are really shitty to truck drivers. When it comes to parking, there's nowhere to park. And then you go to California, go to these other big cities. Now you got to pay to park. Like I don't have enough to pay for or deal with. I got to pay to park. $20 for 24 hours to park. I mean, come on. You know, you go and you run out of time and you go to try to park at like you go to Pilot or TA, or now there's reserved parking. So all the other spots are filled up. There's 20 reserved parking spots that are empty, but I got to pay to park there. But I need somewhere to park. I can't park on the overpass, and I get, you know, and I see people that do it. But it seems like every time I park on an overpass, an officer comes over and says, you can't park here. You know, and I drive nights mostly. And so, like, I try and go find a parking spot after, you know, in the middle of the night somewhere. And that's just, you know, that's unheard of. You can't find somewhere to park. All the rest areas are full. All the truck stops are full. You know, build some infrastructure for truck drivers. Widen out the freeway a little bit. You know, let us park on the side of the freeway. You know, all you need is another lane or a bigger parking, you know, build a big parking area every 100 miles or 50 miles or something. I don't know. I mean, we pay taxes. We pay extra taxes. We pay heavy highway taxes. We pay fuel taxes. You know, help us out a little bit. Anyway, that's my morning. That's how I'm feeling this morning. Normally, I'm just a happy-go-lucky guy. I get along with people. I try and give them the benefit of the doubt too. I know that they deal with hundreds of trucks a day. I understand that. But just have some courtesy. Have some, you know, I don't know. Enjoy your job a little bit more. Be nice to people. Be respectful. You know, try and get something changed. I mean, it doesn't have to work this way. They could have took my paperwork this morning and then gone through their stack of paperwork and called people and said, okay, this is your appointment time. This is when you can get to a doc. This is when you, or whatever. Not make me have to get up in the middle of my sleep and go down there and now walk back up, and I'm sitting here still waiting for an appointment. Anyway, that's all I had to say this morning. Happy New Year. You know, I hope you guys are all safe, and maybe you got to see your family, maybe not. I'm sorry if you didn't. I didn't see mine. My choice, you know, I chose to drive over Christmas and New Year's, but I get to go home Friday, so that's nice. Get out of this truck for a minute. Yeah, I just wish things were a little different. I just, a little respect. And, you know, I chose this profession, and I know the hours are always messed up like that, but, you know, you just they gotta understand that, and they don't. Or they don't care. No respect. Anyway, have a good morning. I mean, what time is it? It's like 3:40 in the morning. I'm going to be sitting here waiting for a phone call. Then I'll maybe get out of here by, 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, so I can go try and find somewhere to park so I can actually get some sleep. All right. Peace out.